Hey midlifers in business, I'm so happy to be talking to you again today. It was really nice to meet some of you at the retreat, but don't worry, we're going to cover everything again, so we'll start from the beginning. Are you excited to learn about Google Business Profile? I can't hear you. Are you excited to learn about Google Business Profile? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so today we're assuming that you've set up a Google Business Profile, as that was one of the tasks in Midlifers in Business last week. If you haven't already, stop here now and set your profile up, or to be honest, take all of the tips, and this will make setting it up from the beginning much easier because you'll have all of the tips and tricks that you need. Either way, we're good, but we are assuming that you have one to some degree at this point. So you've already created this profile and that's amazing. But the thing is, that's one part of the hard part done. But what nobody tells you is that a profile that exists and a profile that gets chosen, they're two really different things. And so being half built or being a bit vague means that Google will actually skip that. And I don't want you to be skipped, I want you to be chosen. So we're gonna walk you through all of the things that are gonna sharpen your profile today and the exact things to check and change. So at the end, I will give you a prompt that helps you do the whole audit for you, so you won't have to guess. So please don't worry if you get a bit like there's too many steps here. There is a Claude prompt at the end. Promise. Could not bring my boyfriend Claude into the chat, could I? Okay, so I don't want to confuse. I'm just going to give you some reasons why it matters, and then we're going to go from there. So in its simplest form, when someone searches for what you do, Google picks a small handful of businesses to show at the top on that little map. And we're all familiar with that, right? We search for something like florist near me. There's a couple that go on the map and there's a couple that don't go on the map. There's probably way more than a couple that don't go on the map, but we're aiming to be on the map. That map has a name and it's called a map pack. So Google, what it does in order to get picked for the map pack is it picks the ones that are complete, that are specific, and that are active. They're the profiles it's looking for. So a vague profile or just a one-line description isn't going to get you picked. But a sharp profile, it's the whole game, and we're going to go through that today. So in terms of how we can sharpen your profile, there's 3 quick wins, and I'll explain those as I go along. So the first one is say what you do, not who you are. So this is the one that most people get wrong. So it's okay if you don't have it right now, but we're going to optimize it now, okay? So your category and your description should say the plain thing. If you're a florist in Cottesloe, it should say florist in Cottesloe. It shouldn't say Petal & Co. established in 2011. We see the difference there? So Google's not clever about the branding. Google needs to know what it needs to know. And what it needs to know are the normal words a person would actually type. So be plain, but be specific, and make sure your suburb is there as well. Number 2, fill in every single field. I know it's boring sometimes, but do it anyway. Because your services, the suburbs that you cover, your opening hours, your attributes, specialties, or things like that, all of that helps give Google a complete profile, and it says that you're taking it seriously, because without that, every empty field that it reads, Google goes, well, this person doesn't have that and someone else has that, so they're a bit more serious about this business and I'm going to send them over there. So a full profile is the real deal, and this is all free. This is your Google Business Profile, and it genuinely moves you up by just having it completely complete. So go through every single field that you can possibly go through and keep making sure that information is correct. And if you need help in terms of making sure those words are going to get in there, obviously we've got a prompt for that. All right, photos. You need photos on your Google profile. A handful of real photos. Please don't use stock imagery here. Please don't use AI generated imagery. This is your shop front, this is your work, this is you. It could literally be the photo of the front of the building if you have a retail space, or a photo of your beauty salon if you have a salon, or obviously if you're a candle making business, you would have some photos of your candles. Even better if you are in those photos at the same time. So you holding a candle is also great. If you're in your photos, I would encourage you to be in them. One is fine. You are your business and you are the face on social media, so it just helps people connect the dots. But if not, shop fronts, photos of your products or photos of the things that you are selling or the spaces that you generally are in will be enough for you. Your profile also has a posts feature. Now this is like social media. This is more kind of think like a short blog. It's a quick update. Even if you do this once a month, it tells Google that you're open and that you're active and that you care about your profile. So this could be in July, we have a special candle. It's the Bailey's flavor. It's only $40 and it has free shipping or something like that. You could put your update in that has that. So if you have a special that you're giving away or a new offer, or even just like, I have space for 5 people this month to go on the waiting list. There's a different way that you could do that. And if you don't have an offer or if you're not sure that that's what you want to put in there, then you could just make it a blog post type of like avenue. Like this is another place that you could just tell them more about what you do and who you're trying to attract. But what are we taking from this today? Active profiles are shown more, complete profiles will rank you up. And second thing today is your Google Search Console. Now I'm going to bet most of you don't know what that is, and that's okay. The Google Search Console is a free dashboard that shows you the actual words that people type to find you. So it's not guessing here, it's telling you what the real search terms are before people get to you. Underutilized tool. So it's great for you to know about it and great for you to get this running for yourself. It's about 5 minutes to set up, but once you do, you have that information always running. And then the best part about that is when you start to see those search terms, you can then cater to those search terms. So if somebody's looking for the salted caramel candle near me, then you can make sure that your website has a blog post or something on the homepage that kind of like shows that salted caramel candle is right there. Say that quickly again. To ensure that they've got the information they were actually looking for in the first place. Now, all you need to go to is google.com/search console. Now, you will be asked to verify your website once you put it in, but then once it's connected, you will get to see the real numbers. Now, it does take probably about 7 days for it to start really running, but don't worry about that. Now, so what I want you to do today is we're going to audit things. I wanted to make this easy, so here is your Claude prompt. You will be pasting it in, okay? So you paste in what is currently on your profile, your description, your category, your services, and it will hand you back 3 things to fix because we don't need to overcomplicate it right now in that order that it thinks is the most important. And just as usefully, it will tell you what is already fine because I am a big believer in not everything probably needs to be tweaked. So it's good to know where you're doing something well. So the prompt is going to be in the notes of this video. So copy it, run it, and it gives you your personal to-do list. This is your shortcut and you know my boyfriend Claude's got you. So if you're unsure, if you don't understand, definitely ask him. Ask him to break it down for you. Ask him to help you go through it. Okay? So your one job out of this lesson today is to run this audit prompt and to fix your top 3 fixes. And, second job, sorry, we're going to have 2, is that if you have a website, you need to connect your Google Search Console. All right, so you don't need to rebuild everything. We're just going to optimize with what we have and make sure that your data is switched on. So that is lesson 1 today, getting your Google business profile sharp so that Google knows that you're serious and to get you ranked above more and to be chosen and obviously found by people who are using the right search terms to go your way. So I hope that you find it really fun and easy and you learn something that you're doing well already because that's the win, and I would love for you to post that below. Thanks guys.